Yoshimitsu. Known as one of the most unique characters in Tekken because of his strange moveset and insane creativity.
Look at this dude.
So in this video, I decided to spend 1 week learning how to play the character and to see how far I could get in ranked. So for the next 7 days, I had 2 goals. Number 1, don't get salty. Number 2, reach at least green rank within the 7 days. And with these 2 goals in mind, I went straight into practice. So for the first day, I wanted to take this challenge as serious as possible. And in order to do this, I went inside the hyperbolic time chamber, aka my room, and labbed for hours, trying to learn some Yoshi flowcharts, understand his stances, and overall, try to grasp the fundamentals of the character. And after 1 day of labbing, I was ready for rank. So going into my first few games of ranked, let's just say it went pretty good. Let's go. What am I doing?
Whoa!
Let's go. So at this point, I had started to become more focused on using Yoshi's different moves than I was actually winning the game. And I know the point of this challenge was to rank up, which requires me to win, but
I do know that, yeah, but that's no fun.
So I know you're probably wondering why I'm not using one of Yoshimitsu's best moves, Flash, and that's because at this point, I figured I was better off just keeping it simple. But I knew that if I wanted to become a good Yoshimitsu player, I had to be able to use this move at some point. So after about 20 or so games of ranked, I decided to stop playing, and honestly I was so confident that I didn't even bother to watch my replays to get better. I honestly just figured that I'd keep playing the way I was since it was working, and I was just content with riding the wheels until they fell off, and trust me, they fell off. So starting days 3 and 4, I hadn't really been tested against any cheesy playstyles or characters yet. Little did I know, my time was coming. God, what is happening? Is that a low? My God. Dude. Dude, what is this? Like, what? Dude, oh my God, I'm getting cheesed. And this is where the salt began to flow. Oh my God. Dude, what the? Dude, what? My God, man. Dude, what? What is? How? Oh my God. What? What? Okay, whatever. Oh my God, man. I was struggling. At this point, I was having a hard time playing Yoshimitsu, and I was just getting destroyed against matchups that I didn't know. I had lost all hope in this challenge, and in playing Yoshimitsu as a character, I started to think there was no chance that I could rank up in only 7 days. My mentality had gotten so bad that I started trying to use my own cheese just to counter the cheese that was being used against me. The cheese. But I didn't realize that if I just tried to cheese my way through matches to win, I would just stay hard stuck as the guy who relies on his opponents not knowing his moves. But doing this never felt good, because even when I won, it didn't really feel like I earned it. Hey, like, that works, I guess. There was just no way I was going to rank up this way. And unfortunately, it took me 2 days to realize this. However, there was one silver lining during these 2 days. And that's when I realized that it was just not possible to try and learn all of Yoshimitsu's moveset and stances within 1 week. So instead of trying to pull out every trick in the hat against my opponent, I needed to simplify and only use the moves that work best for me and my playstyle, even if that means not being able to use all of Yoshimitsu's moveset. So after getting my ego handed to me, it was time for me to take a step back and acknowledge what was really holding me back.
You lose.
So on day 5, I had the biggest realization of all, that it wasn't the cheesy characters or playstyles that was causing me to lose. This is when I realized that I was the one holding myself back, and my biggest enemy was myself, and that if I really wanted to progress, I needed to get back to the basics. So I made some gameplay adjustments. I realized I was trying to incorporate movement too much. Although I was able to do some movement techniques, I wasn't at the level to actually use it during a match. I was watching high-low gameplay and I saw their movement and I thought I needed to do that. What I didn't realize is that these players have purpose to the movement. They don't just move and sidestep for the sake of it. So it was best for me to still incorporate movement into my gameplay, but the idea was to just keep it simple. I also realized that I was relying too much on forward 1+2 and neutral. From my experience playing Yoshi, he doesn't really have many moves to close the gap besides forward 1+2 and 3-4. However, I found that I was relying too much on forward 1+2 to counter hit launch in neutral. So instead, I decided to start using more lows and mixing up my options in neutral to slowly chip away at my opponent's health instead of just hoping for a big counter hit combo. I also realized that it was finally time for me to learn how to use flash. This move was just too good for me to be afraid to use it, and I knew that this move would take my gameplay to the next level. So with these new gameplay adjustments and my newfound mindset, I went back into ranked. Let's go. Whew. So in the final 2 days, I knew I had already failed one part of the challenge. So there was only one thing left to do. Let's go. So I ended the 7 days at Marauder rank with 54 wins. And honestly, I'm a little disappointed in myself because I felt like I could have gone even further and potentially hit yellow ranks. I didn't let my mental state affect my progress. But at the same time, that downfall is what also gave me the fuel to eventually achieve green rank. So with that being said, I'm going to go back to playing some Yoshi and try to keep ranking up even higher before Tekken 8. I'll see you guys later.